Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I call up my amendment number 1241 and ask that it be reported by number, as I intend to withdraw the amendment shortly due to majority party mischief.
Without objection? The clerk will report by number.
The senator from North Dakota, Mr. Cramer, for himself and Mr. Manchin, proposes an amendment number 1241 to amendment number 1092.
Mr. President, the Senate has been preaching regular order for some time, and I've been cheering them on. I've been a strong advocate for regular order, because we need a process that engages all of the members of this body. But one has to ask why my bipartisan germane amendment is deemed, quote, a poison pill and now needs 60 votes to pass. Well, I know the answer is simple. Because it was going to pass. That's why suddenly it's a, quote, a poison pill. And Senate Democrats would rather provide the Biden administration cover by taking a show vote designed to fail than following real regular order, Mr. President. And the will of the Senate should prevail here, but they're not going to let it. This appropriation limitation amendment would prevent the United States Department of Transportation from finalizing their illegal rule requiring states to measure CO2 tailpipe emissions and then set declining targets for individual states on their roadways. Mr. President, Congress has not provided any authority for the Department of Transportation to dictate CO2 performance requirements. They can't do what they don't have the authority to do. And even if we had, Mr. President, it's not a workable solution. It may be hard for bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. to imagine this, but you cannot tell states like North Dakota and Montana that to reduce tailpipe emissions is easy. Just build a subway or dedicate bus lanes on your gravel roads. That's why, Mr. President, a majority of the states in this country have submitted comments expressing their concern and outright opposing this rule. When the Environment and Public Works Committee negotiated the last highway bill, we expressly left this authority out. We made the decision to not give this authority to the Department of Transportation. And I'd note that that bill moved out of committee unanimously and then became the cornerstone of the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. Ironically, the Biden administration created the poison pill that this amendment is meant to address. So, Mr. President, I'm not interested in show votes, so I'm going to withdraw the amendment. The administration should scrap this rule, but if they finalize it, I will be back. And I'll be back with a CRA resolution, and then Senate Democrats can't force a 60-vote majority on that one. And I will lead an amicus brief pointing to the major questions doctrine which the Department of Transportation clearly violates with their rule. With that, I yield.